Way with a weather alert day.
And I'm meteorologist Allison Rogers, still watching all these thunderstorms rolling across greater Cincinnati here this afternoon. So we've got heavy downpours still coming down for areas of the Cincinnati metro, as well as southeastern Indiana. And that's where I want to start, because that's where we have our flash flood emergencies in place for areas around Union County, as well as Fayette County and Franklin County in southeastern Indiana. So this one here in Union County going until 3:15. This is the flash flood emergency. Again, this is the highest alert the National Weather Service can send out for flooding that's ongoing. We've got really critical situations happening out in this area of southeastern Indiana, stretching all the way up toward Newcastle, Cambridge City. In fact, over by Cambridge City, saw some reports earlier of around 5 feet of water in roadways. So we have a very serious situation happening in southeastern Indiana. Unfortunately, too, still more rain coming down for areas around Liberty, West College Corner. You're still seeing that heavy rain. We've also got some pockets of heavy rainfall just south of Columbia, kind of between Blooming Grove and Columbia right now. This flash flood warning is going to be in effect for Fayette County as well as Franklin County until 4:15. Again, flash flood emergencies for the blinking counties that you see here on your screen. So this does include Connorsville. It includes Orange, Columbia, Laurel, Blooming Grove, just north of Metamora, areas around Liberty under flash flood emergency, Abingdon also, as well as West College Corner, all under this flash flood emergency. The northern half of Brookville Lake is under the flash flood emergency too. That's where we've got some heavy downpours coming down right now, just around Liberty, some thunder and lightning mixed in with that as well. Unfortunately, these rainfall totals over the last 12 hours continue to go up. Earlier, when they issued the flash flood emergency, it was because there were rainfall totals around about 2 to 6 inches, and some spots even estimated to be closer to 7 inches for some areas of Fayette County Fayette County up in that far northeastern corner of it, as well as Connorsville closing in on about 5 inches of rainfall, closer to 5 right around Columbia. Areas around Liberty picking up about 5 inches of rain in the last 12 hours, with a lot of that happening here since the sun has come up today. 5.5 for that northern corner of Fayette County, and then down toward Blooming Grove, we've got about 2 to 3 inches of rainfall reported out there, as well as estimated totals closer to about 2 inches for some portions of Brookville Lake. Now over toward Butler County, we still have some rain coming down. It's heavy again for Hamilton. Over toward Fairfield, just an hour ago, you were dealing with heavy rainfall, and unfortunately, it's doing what we call training, to where it's building over the same spots repeatedly, and that's what's leading to these really high, intense rainfall rates and totals across greater Cincinnati. Downtown, going to start to see your rain picking up here pretty soon, if it's not already. Areas of right around Clifton, over by UC's campus, Cincinnati itself, downtown, OTR, into Covington, stretching down toward the 275 loop, closer to Lakeside Park. You've got that heavy rain that's going to be pulling in from 75, eventually over to 471. Over by Mason, where the tennis tournament's supposed to be happening, heavy rain continues to pour there. Over by Kings Mills as well, the Kings area up toward Hillcrest, all seeing some heavy rain. A few pockets of some dry weather trying to work into areas along the AA highway here and the Ohio River, but it's going to continue to fill back in off and on throughout this afternoon as well as this evening, even into some of those early hours for tonight. I still think rain chances are going to be with us for a little bit. Around Florence, you've got a really heavy downpour that just moved through. That's pushing east now, closer to Independence. That's going to be moving out toward Highland Heights. You've got some heavy rain that's going to start to approach NKU pretty soon, as well as another area of heavy rainfall approaching Lawrenceburg. Closer to Greendale, you'll start to see some heavy rain moving in as well. Still under a flash flood warning for Ripley County over by Versailles. That's stretching up closer to Sunman around I-74, so keep that in mind as well. You've got heavy rain, thunder and lightning all mixed in, and just back behind that, some additional rainfall going to keep pouring in from central Indiana. You'll see that here in just a moment. Some of our totals across greater Cincinnati closer to, again, about 6 or 7 inches for some of these spots throughout southeastern Indiana under those flash flood emergencies. Closer to about 4 to 5 inches of rainfall for portions of southeastern Indiana south of 74 throughout Ripley County, where we still have the flood warning, the flash flood warning in effect. Closer to about 3 to 3.5 inches of rainfall for areas of Switzerland County down toward Kentucky, around Gallatin, Owen County, Clinton County as well, Carroll County, still picking up about 3 or so inches of rainfall. These totals are going to unfortunately continue to pile up throughout this afternoon as we still see repeated rounds of rain rolling in. I want to turn off the lightning data so you can see how heavy this rain is actually that's moving through Indianapolis now. They are under severe thunderstorm watch back out toward Indianapolis. It's worth mentioning that we could have an isolated stronger wind gust moving in this afternoon as this main line of action starts to work its way in. It will be moving into our southeastern Indiana communities closer to about 3 o'clock. So more widespread heavy rain expected to be moving through southeastern Indiana. That's going to keep pulling throughout the Cincinnati metro, so plan on the potential for more widespread heavy rainfall by about 4 or 5 for a lot of us here throughout the 275 loop. A lot of our major highways going to be dealing with that heavy rain just in time for that evening commute. So we'll still have the heavy rain coming down for a lot of greater Cincinnati throughout the duration of today, this evening even, and tonight. Looks like we finally start to see a little bit of the rain lightening up. But tomorrow, rain chances are still going to be right back with us. So for the rest of today, we'll pick up an additional 2 to 4 inches depending on the community, though some spots could see higher rainfall totals. We've already surpassed that throughout southeastern Indiana, and you could pick up an additional about 2 to 4 inches in some of those areas throughout southeastern Indiana. Looks like we've got that heaviest axis of rain that's setting up just west of I-75, especially, I'm going to say it again, southeastern Indiana. Take this rain and this flooding very seriously. If you live close to a stream or a river that typically is flood prone, be very, very mindful of that. Have multiple ways to receive warnings throughout the rest of today for any sort of flash flood updates or flash flood emergency updates this afternoon and this evening, because it will be critical to get that information. We're talking about the potential for high water over on roadways. If you come across a flooded road, turn around. Don't try to drive through it because that never ends well. We have the weather alert in effect for today because of this heavy rain that's going to continue to pour down. Futurecast here doesn't really let up until closer to tonight. So here's that line that's in central Indiana now. Futurecast brings it in closer to 4 o'clock for southeastern Indiana. I would say at this point there is potential that it moves through closer to 3, so within the next hour or so we start to see that more widespread heavy rain moving in. Then from about 3 to 4, 5 moves through the Cincinnati metro into northern Kentucky along the AA highway. Some of those higher rainfall totals at this point look to be in southeastern Indiana for us here today. So if you live anywhere throughout southeastern Indiana, have, again, just multiple ways to receive those warnings. Download the WLWT app. We'll send you those notifications for warnings in your area if you allow it to have your location and allow it to send you those notifications. Starting around 6, 7, 8, we start to see things kind of starting to quiet down a little bit. But for tomorrow, we will still have rain and thunderstorms in the forecast. Tomorrow and Friday, both are weather impact days. The next rain-free day doesn't come until Saturday, but we will eventually get to the weekend where things try to dry out for a little bit. As always, you can keep up with us on our WLWT app or online, and we'll have another update coming up at 3 o'clock.